I decided to climb a tree workspace to, just kind of, just have that little adrenaline, fear, overcoming fear, and relaying this message because, triggering certain emotions can open those doors to the things that we're not sure where they're coming. It's just nice being up super early in the morning, because that's, my thoughts are clear, I'm rested, and, there hasn't been a whole lot of time. That I've been trying to practice lately is, overcoming fear. And, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that today, but, there's my comfort zone down there, that little branch, if you can see it. That's my comfort zone. I'd sit on that branch every, well, I just started climbing this tree this year because my mom had all of these plum tree branches trimmed, and it opened this entire area, and I didn't even realize that, you can sit in it, and it's actually really nice. There's a, branches, and yeah, I admit, I'm a little nervous up here. It's, being up this high, it's, it's not really too high, but it is pretty high. If I fell, there could be some damage. But it's overcoming fear, doing things that you normally don't do, and it's exciting. It just keeps life exciting. I have to start calling myself like the spiritual rookie. I don't know if anybody else has that name or whatever, but a lot of these spiritual things that have been experiencing are new to me, and maybe I know more than I think, but I only know what I know now, and I'm educating myself on all of this, and trying not to be like, oh, like getting all weird and crazy kind of thing, like, stay grounded with these experiences that are real, and that that I've really had to even just keep my just keep my groundness and stay grounded, and like I'm not losing my mind. These spiritual things are really good for us, because it's definitely a great pathway for us to start healing certain things that we want healed, so then we can move on and do all the things that I realize that there are people who don't like talking about spirituality. They think that it's weird or whatever, but if you are the kind of person who is open to spirituality and all of everything like that, there are things that hurt us, that are still hurting us, and some people really just want to heal those, and they want to move on with their life and just release that baggage, and certain people come into our lives, and we have an experience that triggers something. And what is that trigger? That trigger, I found, it could be something that needs to be healed. And if you understand that problem, then you can help that other person heal that. And I was thinking about a lot of things last night, and I admit, like, it kept me awake, because I'm like, okay, like, I'm feeling a certain way, and I got to figure out what this is all about. And first thing that I needed to do was clear my head, because I'm like, okay, so I'm feeling like all these different emotions, so I gotta find a way to clear my head, so then I can figure out what this is all about. So one thing that I did yesterday was I do my breathing, and breathing is incredibly helpful. But I did like I breathe in, and I breathe in balance. So I'm like breathing in balance. So I'm getting everything in balance. I'm focused on being balanced again. Breathing in, balance, and then breathing out, purpose. So I'm breathing in balance, and breathing out, purpose. So there are certain events that happen in our lives, and this is just extremely remarkable for me to see that why we have certain experiences, and there are things that we normally wouldn't do or feel, but we do, and we're like, okay, so why am I feeling this way? This is against a belief that I would normally have for, you know, towards a certain person. But there's like some kind of connection, some kind of trigger, which for the most part could be our, you know, fulfilling our purpose work. So, you know, something happens and, you know, everybody's angry or at each other or whatever, but we realize that there's something within us that needs to be healed, and reach out to that person. If, you know, and you guys just heal it. You know, there's a common understanding that, you know, if you understand physics and you understand the way the world is working, and, or, you know, even if you might even have different opinions, but there's still that common goal that you want to accomplish. You want to accomplish healing, and there's a good start for that. It's so cool, like, being in this tree, like, all the little chickadees are... Oh, and there's a hummingbird. But all the chickadees, one of them just got, like, super close to me. Like, I wouldn't mind taking the role of Snow White and being friends with all the animals. There are so many spiritual teachers who are good at giving you steps, but, you know, the way that I express teaching other people is just random, probably seemingly scattered ideas and thoughts. Most of my videos, I feel like they'll be just like in the moment, because I'll have a thought and I'll feel it, and like 10 minutes later I'm just don't even feel it anymore, and I don't even remember the feeling anymore. So but I realize how important certain ideas and thoughts are, and how important they should be recorded and shared. So really hope everybody's doing okay, and Washington is doing so much better. The sun is still copper, so yeah, there's some pollution in the air still, but it's improved a whole lot, and that's great news. So I'll see everybody later. Bye.